Hello, welcome everyone. It's Jamarix coming to you guys from Las Vegas, Nevada. Um, I am excited because we are in week 6. We are 2 weeks shy of making it halfway. This week I'm going to talk about confidentiality. As on, there's been posts of confidentiality and, discussing, and of course, we all know the limits, right? We can't, you know, everything is confidential, kind of with the exception of if you're a danger to yourself or others, of course. Pretty typical with clients. That's the only time that we're reporting things or have safety concerns, in essence, meaning those are the times that we're going to reach out possibly to a crisis team, or you dial 911. However, I think my situation is a little bit different. So one of my clients is an adult. She is in a same-sex relationship, and a good portion of our sessions is pertaining to the stresses in her relationship and kind of modes of communication, which being in services, we know that communication is not the best. So the couple had an argument. Girlfriend knows that she, comes here for therapy. She knows who she sees. She's even come with her and waited in the waiting room up until she was finished. However, on this particular day, she came in a day after. So I seen her on a Monday. She came in on a Tuesday, the girlfriend, and had requested to speak with me, and that she had some information that was very concerning. So my client, in tough times when things don't kind of go her way, she has threatened suicide. And so this particular time, she came in and she was like, well, can you read these text messages? And I explained to her, limits of confidentiality, and that I can't discuss any treatment or anything with her. Um, the only reason I did speak to her was because I had been formally introduced as her therapist, and she has been here before. So I didn't discuss any details about sessions. I didn't discuss what we've talked about or any future goals. But the girlfriend, my client, had threatened, they got into an argument and had threatened suicide. And she was just like, in the text message, it was just like, well, if we don't work this out, I might as well kill myself. I don't want, no longer want to live. All this is just stupid. So she was super overwhelmed, didn't want to address the problem, didn't take responsibility. And so I told her that unfortunately, I can't accept this information. I understand what you're saying, but if you have any concerns, you are more than welcome to dial 911. That I cannot discuss these messages in session. I can't discuss an argument. I can't discuss anything. I told her that, I even stopped her while she was providing information. I told her, this is not even a conversation that I, am able to have with you. And I even, for me, it's like, I don't even want to listen because it's wrong. And like I said, I already knew that they were having consistent arguments all the time. My client has never reported that she has threatened suicide or says that. I know my client was hospitalized before due to suicidal ideation, but my client reports none. So, of course, next session when I met with client, one of my ending questions is, if you have any questions, any thoughts, and that you want to discuss. And after they typically was like, no, everything was cool. And I was like, before we leave, any thoughts, wanting to harm yourself or others, because in my notes, I always end whether the client has suicidal ideation or homicidal ideation. So of course she reports none, and I even said, any threats or thoughts in the past week, and she still denied it. So this was a situation I thought it was a little bit different that I had to discuss, because I was very concerned. In me working for a crisis team, I do understand that the suicidal ideation and being very scared. And I know my client had been hospitalized, but there was nothing that I could do. Again, I informed girlfriend that she's able to call 911 if she has concerns, or she could do 311 for a check-in, or anything like that. So I hope this helps. I mean, do you guys, I should say, have you guys been in situations where you had to consider if this is something that you would report? And initially, would you listen to the information? Because for me, I thought that I should listen to the information because it was concerning the client, and that because it was talking about suicide, and it was actually the director of my company who stated we can't take any of your information because she was there too when the girlfriend was talking to me. She said that we can't accept any of the information, and that she's more than willing to call 911 herself and present this information to the appropriate parties, but unfortunately it's not us. So do you guys feel that's correct? Because for that moment I didn't feel it was correct, because if my significant other was in therapy and I had been introduced to the therapist, and I think I would go to that therapist too to bring up these concerns, but you can't because there's no paperwork signed. But I would assume that I would be able to take that suicidal ideation information and use it in session, but I can't. So just wondering if you guys have been in a similar situation, or if you would have listened. Because, like I said, if the director wasn't there, I would have listened. I sure would have. But you guys have a great week. We're almost halfway there.